Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like you just couldn't start the day? We've all had those days, right? But Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest emperors in history, had a secret to turn every day into the best day of his life. So, do you know what Marcus Aurelius did every morning to keep his mind sharp, stay energized, and find peace, even in the most challenging moments? In this video, you will discover 6 secrets that help you not just survive each day, but truly live every moment to the fullest. Welcome to Wisdom Daily, where we dive deep into the Stoic habits of Marcus Aurelius and explore how you can apply them to your life today. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Start your day with a positive mindset. Imagine this scene. Suddenly, your alarm goes off, you wake up, and look at the clock, it's only 5 a.m. What's the first feeling you have? Is it fatigue, wanting to sleep just a little longer, or a sense of, I can't get up? This is the moment that many of us face every morning. But for Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest figures in Roman history, this very moment was an opportunity to remind himself of his life's purpose. In his book Meditations, Marcus writes that every morning, when he wakes up, he asks himself, what can I do today to accomplish what I was born to do? Instead of feeling tired, anxious, or frustrated, he reminded himself that waking up each day is a wonderful opportunity to live with purpose. Our experience in the modern world, in today's world, where we're constantly swept up in the whirlwind of work, study, and endless problems, waking up each morning can sometimes feel like a real challenge. Have you ever felt discouraged, wanted to sleep for just 5 more minutes, or even considered postponing your day because of the struggles ahead? But think about this. If you could change your perspective on each morning, instead of seeing it as a burden, you would realize that it is actually an opportunity to refresh yourself, to step out of bed with a clear purpose. What Marcus Aurelius taught us is that your attitude when you begin the day will shape your entire day. Remember, waking up is not something you have to do, but something you get to do. Every day, you have the chance to choose your attitude and decide how you want to face life. When you wake up, let yourself realize that no matter how chaotic the world outside might be, you still have control over one thing: your attitude. Maintaining a positive attitude in the morning doesn't just help you start the day in a good mood, but it also helps you sustain your energy throughout the day. Start your day with determination, with the belief that you can overcome any challenge and that each day is a step closer to your goals. This is why morning habits are so important. When you step into your new day with a positive mindset, you not only create motivation but also lay the foundation for a full and purposeful life. So, after starting the day with a positive attitude, what's the next step to complete your habit? Lesson 2. Gratitude and appreciating life. Have you ever woken up and felt like life is rushing by too fast? Everything seems to be in an endless cycle: work, responsibilities, relationships. But if you take a moment to stop and reflect on what you have, you'll realize that life is truly a gift. Marcus Aurelius, despite being a powerful emperor, was always aware of the fragility of life. In his meditations, he reminded himself that it is only the simplest things that are truly important. Even though he lived in a world filled with war and challenges, he always took time to feel gratitude for the simple yet precious things like health, friendships, and even a beautiful morning. Gratitude in modern life. In today's world, it's so easy to forget the good things around us. We get caught up in long-term goals, busy work, and the constant race of competition. But there's one important thing we need to remember. Every day is a gift. Think about this. When you see the sunrise, when you enjoy a good meal, or when you laugh with loved ones, these are all blessings. Yet, do you regularly take a moment to thank life for these things? Or are you just running in a never-ending cycle? The benefits of gratitude. Gratitude not only helps us recognize the good in life, but it also has a powerful impact on our mood and energy. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, our minds and bodies begin to experience a sense of calm and peace. This feeling will extend throughout the day, making it easier for us to face challenges. Try practicing gratitude each morning when you wake up. Spend a few minutes reflecting on what you are thankful for, whether it's your family, friends, work, or simply your health. By doing so, you not only make your mood more positive, but also lay a solid foundation for success throughout the day. Gratitude is a powerful habit that can transform your life. When you start to view everything through a lens of gratitude, you not only recognize the precious things you already have, but also see life becoming more beautiful and complete. And when you live in gratitude, every moment becomes worthwhile, helping you focus on what's truly important instead of the small, insignificant things. So how can you best prepare for the challenges of the day? The next secret will help you get ready to face every situation, from the unexpected difficulties to the toughest challenges. Lesson 3. Prepare for the worst. Case scenario. We often tend to avoid thinking about the bad things that might happen in life, don't we? Who wants to think about failure, loss, or difficulties? However, if we learn to prepare for the worst-case scenarios, we can reduce anxiety and confidently face the challenges that life throws at us. Marcus Aurelius was very practical when it came to facing challenges in life. He knew that life is never a smooth path. In meditations, he often mentioned imagining the worst situations and preparing for the inevitable. He wrote, "What will happen if I face failure? I will accept it, learn from it, and continue living." This doesn't mean living in fear or worrying about everything that could go wrong. In fact, it helps Marcus live a life of freedom and peace. Because when you are mentally prepared for the worst, the bad things won't surprise you. You will have a plan in hand to deal with them rather than feeling confused or fearful. The benefits of preparing for the worst-case scenario. When we imagine the worst-case situations that could occur, we not only reduce anxiety, but also create proactivity in every situation. For example, if you're preparing for an important meeting and think about potential issues that may arise, such as a difficult question or an unexpected issue, you'll be ready to respond calmly. On the other hand, if you haven't prepared, you may become overwhelmed and lose control. Preparing for bad situations also helps you avoid disappointment when the unwanted happens. Instead of panicking, you can approach the situation with calm and clarity. This helps you maintain mental stability and creates an opportunity for you to face challenges with confidence. How to practice preparing for the worst-case scenario. Each morning, take a few minutes to imagine the difficult situations that might arise during the day. It could be a stressful meeting, an unavoidable work problem, or a disagreement with a loved one. Instead of worrying, think about how you will handle it and how you can solve the problem. By doing this, you'll find that you can embrace every challenge more easily and confidently. Preparing yourself mentally for the worst not only reduces anxiety, but also helps you live a more proactive life without being swept away by negative emotions when things don't go as planned. Lesson 4. Embrace challenges to grow. You've probably heard this saying, "No struggle, no success." But do you truly believe that the challenges in life are opportunities for growth? Comfort and ease may make us feel satisfied, but nothing grows in comfort. It is only by facing difficulties that we truly mature. Marcus Aurelius was a very practical and steadfast individual. He understood that life can never be smooth and challenges are inevitable. In Meditations, he wrote, "Every pain, every difficulty is an opportunity for me to grow stronger." In fact, Marcus not only accepted challenges but also found ways to turn them into valuable lessons. One of the admirable things about Marcus was his approach to challenges, not with worry or avoidance, but with proactivity and readiness to embrace them. Challenges aren't something to avoid. They are opportunities to train ourselves and build inner strength. Why challenges help us grow. In today's world, we often want to avoid difficulties and seek comfort. However, the truth is that challenges are the elements that help us grow and develop resilience. When you face a major problem, you have no choice but to find a solution. It's in these moments that you learn self-control, patience, and wisdom. Imagine if you never faced any challenges. You would never know your true potential. You wouldn't realize what you're capable of until you truly face hardship. It is the challenges that provide opportunities to discover untapped potential and develop new skills. How to embrace challenges in life. In reality, we cannot control everything, but we can control how we face challenges. Instead of trying to avoid them, try changing your perspective. When a difficult issue arises, instead of feeling discouraged or worried, view it as an opportunity to learn, to build strength, and to practice self-discipline. Start with small steps. Every time you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? When you see challenges as opportunities rather than burdens, you'll find yourself growing stronger with each passing day. Lesson 5. Focus on the most important task. Have you ever felt like you're doing a lot of things but still not completing the most important task? Do you often start your day by answering emails, checking social media, or handling small tasks, only to realize that the important work gets pushed aside? The truth is, how you begin your day can determine your productivity and mood for the entire day. Marcus Aurelius understood this very well. In Meditations, he consistently emphasized doing the most important work first. He believed that a good day starts with completing the most important task, rather than getting caught up in trivial matters. He wrote, "Do not let small things control your life. Spend time on the bigger things." Marcus Aurelius didn't just talk about planning, he practiced it in his own life. Despite being an emperor with countless responsibilities, he always made sure to focus on his most important tasks each morning. This not only helped him maintain focus, but also created a sense of satisfaction and progress throughout the day. The benefits of doing the most important task. First, in today's world, filled with distractions, it's easy to get caught up in non-essential tasks, unnecessary conversations, or just activities that make you feel busy without creating real value. However, when you start your day by tackling the most important task, you not only increase your productivity, but also reduce feelings of anxiety and stress. Completing your most important task early in the day creates a sense of accomplishment. It helps you build momentum for the rest of the day, enabling you to focus on other tasks without feeling overwhelmed. How to practice doing the most important task. First, try starting your day by making a list of your tasks and identifying the most important one, something that will have the biggest impact on your goals. It could be a major project, an important meeting, or a task that requires intense focus. Dedicate your morning to completing this task before moving on to others. This will help you feel more proactive and energized. Another piece of advice is not to let small, less important tasks take up your time. Only after completing the big task can you truly feel confident that you've had a productive and worthwhile day. Lesson 6. Maintain focus and limit distractions. Have you ever felt like you're working but can't fully concentrate on the task at hand? In today's world, with constant notifications, emails, and the noise of society around us, maintaining focus has become a huge challenge. But if you want to achieve the best results in your work, focus is key. Marcus Aurelius, even as a powerful Roman emperor, faced distractions in his daily life. In Meditations, he wrote about maintaining focus on work and not letting external factors distract him. One of his famous quotes is, "Focus on what you can control, and don't let yourself be distracted by things beyond your control." Marcus understood that to achieve great goals, we need to keep our minds focused and not get caught up in irrelevant matters. That's why he always emphasized the importance of protecting one's focus from unnecessary distractions. The benefits of focus. When you maintain focus on your work, not only do you become more efficient, but you also reduce stress. Once distracted, even just for a moment, it takes a lot of time to get back into the flow and refocus. This leads to decreased productivity and increased fatigue. At work, it's easy to get distracted from phone notifications to unrelated conversations. But if you can create a distraction-free workspace and dedicate your time entirely to the task at hand, you will work more effectively and feel more satisfied with the results. How to maintain focus. To stay focused, you first need to create a workspace free of distractions. This could include turning off phone notifications, closing unnecessary browser tabs, or setting up a quiet environment for yourself. Once your workspace is optimized, you can fully devote your energy to the task at hand. Additionally, try applying the Pomodoro technique work in focused intervals of 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This is a simple yet effective way to maintain focus and avoid burnout. Remember, focus doesn't just help you complete tasks faster, it also helps you achieve the best results without needing to work endlessly. Today, we've explored 6 secrets to make every day the best day of your life through the habits of Marcus Aurelius. We've learned how to start the day with a positive mindset, appreciate the valuable things in life, prepare for challenges, and focus on the most important tasks. These habits not only make you stronger, but also help you live a fuller and more purposeful life every day. Remember, every day is an opportunity for you to practice and grow. Challenges are not things we should avoid, they are opportunities for us to develop. Embracing them as part of the journey will help you become the best version of yourself. So, what do you think of these secrets? Have you tried applying Marcus Aurelius's habits to your life? Share with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe to join Wisdom Daily on the journey to find peace and growth every day. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you in the next video, where we will continue to explore profound life philosophies and lessons that help you live a meaningful life.